it's Rick at utvsource.com. We bought the 1000R Honda a little ways back, and we knocked the fugly off this thing. Basically, we bought the car for R&D, and we worked with a couple companies to help create and develop some bitchin' parts for this car. So this is it. This is the 2019 Honda Talon 1000R in Kawasaki green. Right off the bat, it has a bumper, right? So this is a Fabworks bumper. You can find it at utvsource.com, and it's pretty cool. There's not a lot you can do with this, but Thad and I got together and we figured out a way to create a nice bumper that allows access for a winch. And I think that's important on this car because Honda has a culture, a group behind them that, you know, is extremely strong compared to, let's say, Polaris or Can-Am. They're in the UTV industry now, and that's a big deal, and they're coming with a racing program and a lot at it. So this car is gonna cater to a lot of people, not just the sport enthusiasts for dunes and desert, but it's also gonna cater to the guy with a ranch or just out cruising around on his land. So I think being able to have a winch in this car is gonna be a pretty cool deal, and it looks really good too. So another thing you're gonna notice right off the bat is on a factory or a stock 1000R, it was super stiff. I could sit here and it wouldn't budge. So Shock Therapy has created a dual rate spring kit for this car, and they actually have valving for this car as well that's available. We don't have the valving, but we did manage to get a set of the dual rate springs from Shock Therapy. So now I can sit here and actually move the car up and down, where before it wouldn't even budge. It was just super stiff. And the video that I was watching just showed this car bucking all around. So the ride height came up and it got softened out, and it should be really nice car. I've driven it once and I almost rolled it just on the street because it was so stiff. So that's kind of a big deal, guys. Another thing you're gonna notice right off the bat as we walk towards the rear of the car, set of 33-inch Canati Tairmaster tires. Again, I've mounted them on the side A out, which is the soft side. Side B is a hard compound. And they're mounted on a brand new set of wheels that's new to the side-by-side industry. This is from Icon Vehicle Dynamics, or Icon Alloy. This is their compression wheel, and it's a true beadlock. It's a great looking wheel. I mounted these wheels up, and it went easy. And another cool thing about this beadlock wheel, unlike some of the others out there, is the hardware is actually coated. So you're not going to get that ugly fade going on with the grade 8 hardware or the zinced hardware. So this is a durable coating, and it looks amazing. So pretty stoked on that. The vehicle looks good now. And then obviously, when knocking off the fugly on this car, custom cage. So this cage you can also find on utvsource.com. This is by Fabworks. It's got a valance that's removable, a front removable windshield, and the doors on this thing are awesome. So you can see it's like a Lambo style door. You've got your FMX Moto grip here, which I thought was pretty cool, sticking in the theme of Honda. Removable window nets once again. We've outfitted it with assault harnesses, an assault steering wheel, and hub adapter. We've also outfitted it with a rear view mirror. We had Eric here at Hardwired Performance wire this car up using a Switch Pro system. You can tell we have a Casey Highlights Pro 6 LED light bar up top with removable mounts. This is standard on all the Fabworks cages, is the light bar bracket. This is an option on your windshield and an option with the doors and the window nets. Also another option is the rear wing. This has the Casey Highlights rear race light system in it, which is a blue and a white light, running lights and brake lights. All right, so if you move to the back of the car, you've noticed that we've added this big booty on it. Well, it's not really a big booty, guys. If you remember, this car stops right here. And when I looked at the car, I was like, oh man, it looks pretty good from the front. And you get to the back and you're just like, it was horrible. I mean, it was the ugliest side-by-side I've ever seen in my life. It looked worse than a Rhino, right? I mean, it was bad. So being able to work with manufacturers in the industry is like super important, because one, they're gonna take your input. Two, they're gonna try and see the vision through. And luckily for myself, Thad Fabrics basically had the same vision. We wanted it to look like a little trophy truck in the back. And I think it came out amazing. It's removable panels again. Everything bolts in, guys. This is not a welded in system. Everything bolts into the car. It has a full spare back here. So if you remember, the back of the bed stopped actually right here, limiting your bed space. Well, now what you can do is, if you're not going to carry a spare, you can basically carry a full-size ice chest, bags. If you want to put your dog back here, you kill a deer, put your deer back here. You know, this is a very useful bed. So I'm pretty excited about this setup right here. It looks amazing. I mean, it really looks like a little mini trophy truck. Sticking to that theme, we've got a Trinity Stage 5 exhaust system, and it sounds amazing. I mean, we'll fire this thing up here in a bit, but this thing sounds amazing. On top of that, we've mounted in the Assault Industries rear radius rods. Nice machined pieces with a black coating on it and tapered ends. Good rod ends on there. And something you may not see, and you might have a problem picking it up, is down here there's this rear radius rod double shear bracket that double shears the rear radius rod. That's pretty cool. You know, as this car gets developed and others start to develop their cars, you're gonna see more kick-ass parts on the market. And once those kick-ass parts come available, they're gonna be on the website at utvsource.com. You can count on it. So, you know, we didn't go super ham on this car. We tried to keep it tangible and not so outrageous as far as price points go. At the end of the day, this is going to be one of those cars that's affordable, very safe cage, harnesses, lights, wheels, tires, radius rods, and bumpers. So, you know, the Honda Talon, I'm not really familiar with Honda. I'm a sand car guy, pre-runner truck guy, and a side-by-side guy. This is Honda's entry into the game. I'm very interested in hearing everyone else's feedback. If you got one, comment below. Continue to subscribe and follow us here. If you're not watching us on Instagram, at UTV Source, you should. A lot of stuff happens on the stories. That's where the bangers are. You get little sneak peeks of everything that we're doing, and we're giving you guys the parts. They're up on the site at utvsource.com. Check them out. Leave some reviews. That website's there for you to be interactive with, so you can post your rides as well. If you're a customer and you bought parts, put your car up. Let us know how we're doing, guys. So if you have any questions about the Honda Talon, the Can-Am X3 or Polaris, shoot us an email, rick@utvsource.com or matt@utvsource.com. That's the best way to get in touch with us. It's almost instant when we get your email. We know it's there. So you guys, let's keep it rolling. Thank you for letting us do what we do, and I hope to continue bringing you more videos, more builds, and some more cool stuff to the industry. So thanks again, guys.